the next guest.
And now we are back, dear viewers, and let's please move on to our second guest of the evening and tonight's show of Ya Ahla Kuwait, Mr. Hamza Taqi, who is always inspiring us with new subject that is really different and unique when it comes to performance of human and coaching people to be perfect more. He's a master consultant and he'll be taking us to a journey into the mobile etiquette. And let's talk more about the mobile etiquette these days. Good evening, Mr. Hamza, and it's really a pleasure to have you with us on Ya Ahla Kuwait.
Good evening to you and to your audience, and it's always a pleasure to be with you, my friend.
It's my pleasure, sir. And we're really wondering when it comes to the mobile etiquette and the usage, the increasing usage of phone and multiple applications that we must use daily. It can distract us from real life, especially when it comes to social gatherings. So what is mobile etiquette and why it's important today in the digital world?
Well, mobile etiquette is mobile manners, and it depends on the context. It's different from culture to culture. And for example, if we talk about our culture, mobile etiquette is like, you know, when to use the mobile, when is the appropriate time to use your mobile and how to use it, and for example, being I call it the RCK, which is respect, courtesy, and kindness. So you have to be aware of the surrounding. Where are you now? Are you in a business meeting, and your phone is in front of you? That doesn't give a good, manner for the people. Are you in the dining table or at lunchtime with your family, and every time, that's, ping, and immediately you pick up the phone. Sometimes you're sitting with your parents or with your loved ones, and you are having a good conversation, and then, the ping come and you pick up the phone, or somebody ring the phone, and immediately, before even the first ring finishes, you leave that person and you pick up the phone. So that tells us that this phone or this mobile or this cell phone is addictive. Addictive because it's of the ease of use. It's very easy to use. Anybody can figure it out. And because of that, it is a tool that we should use it to connect and to know what's going on. It's not only a phone now. It's for so many things. It's like a computer on your hand or in your pocket, and then you need to not make it control you. What we see nowadays, like in restaurants and even airport lounges, and people are talking on the phone on speakers, and they're like shouting, or on the street, or in public area, in buses and stuff. Nobody wants to hear what you are talking about.
Definitely.
Or sometimes they're talking business transaction, and everybody is they're not aware of their surroundings. So you have to be aware, and you have to be courteous to the people around you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we're also wondering when it comes to the involvement of smartphones in our lives and how we use it daily. Let's say we cannot leave it. It's always in our pocket, in our hands,
Right.
or in the charger.
Yeah, sometimes
Recharging
people
it.
are halfway going to work. They see that they don't have their mobile. They go back.
Their
Yeah,
day ends with
yes,
that.
yeah, and
Their day ends with that.
it happened to me several times, and I decided no, I'm not gonna. And nothing happened, you know.
Nothing.
So it's again like for example, again you set the boundaries on, you know. For example, I would use the one of the methods that I use. If I'm calling you, I let it ring only 3 times, not more. If you didn't pick it up, immediately I
That's
put
better.
it down. That means you're busy. You're not around your phone, and I shouldn't expect you to be around your phone. And I shouldn't expect you because I'm calling you. You should answer. You have your life as well. So I have to be aware of that and mind you know that and in the beginning of my you know working life in my own after I quit the 9 to 5 job, is that sometimes during I'm giving a workshop or a lecture, and in the break I go to my phone and I see 7 missed calls. I say, wow, I'm so important. And then I check it, it's from one person. Usually it's my
Only
older
one
brother.
person.
You know, one person he's ringing me, and usually if somebody rings, you shouldn't ring. Yani, why
That
are you
much.
ringing 7
That
times
much.
or 3 times? Or even you let it ring over more than 5 rings. That means yani, you have to answer me. No,
Exactly.
you don't have to answer me.
It's like you're forcing yourself on anyone
On
you're
other,
calling.
yeah.
And definitely, it can be also an obstacle to answer a phone call sometimes while doing a specific task at work
Of
or
course, you're
anywhere
working,
else.
yes.
It can be like
Horrendous. But some people there, most of the accident, according to the Murur, is mainly because of the phone, because
Exactly.
of the mobile.
And let's please talk more about the social impact
Yes.
when it comes to the interaction with these smartphones and how it kept its place and changed the social interactions between people.
See, with generations, you know, with Gen Zs, for example, they are born with this technology and they are very comfortable using it. So they prefer, you know, the interaction to go by text, for example, and they text each other more than face to face, and that's a hindrance in terms of social interactivity. They are not able to sometimes communicate face to face because they're used to using the mobile and texting, and even sometimes, you know, with COVID and Corona, they use, you know, some of the platform. There's no interactivity, so they got used to it, and they are more comfortable with using the mobile or any gadget to communicate rather. And once they go into the workforce, they will find some difficulties interacting with their, you know, with their colleagues at work and others. So we should put like some sort of the families should build in some sort of activities where the mobile shouldn't be around. Like, let's put a rule, for example. For example, I have a rule. If I ought to sleep at 10, the phone is shut down at 9. I wake up in the morning, I don't see my phone immediately. I keep it after 2 hours. Only then I check my phone.
That's great.
Yes,
Okay.
because see, when you're immediately going your phone, then it dictates.
And distracts you also.
Yeah, distract you, and you depend on it for your whole day. You see a WhatsApp and you start scrolling, and before you know it, half an hour went away or an hour went away
Scrolling
from
can
it.
be endless.
Yes,
Can be
and
endless.
did you ever reach the button?
No,
It's endless.
exactly.
It's endless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when it comes to now, you're leading us to ask you
Yeah.
about the misuse or
Yes.
the inappropriate mobile phone usage when it
Yeah.
comes to affecting others. Sometimes it's your own freedom, it's your own smartphone.
Yeah.
You can use it however you want, whenever you
Right.
want. But when it affects others, this becomes inappropriate. So, how can it affect personal relationships and family dynamics also?
Of course. If we are sitting in as a family, if we're having a gathering, usually on Friday for lunch and stuff, where all the sibling and all the sisters and brothers gathers, uh, we should really, have again a rule that for 2 hours the phone should be on the basket, nobody touch them, and this will create some sort of really, a real interaction, a real connection. So when I'm talking to you and I'm holding my phone, or my phone is in front of me, I'm showing disrespect. And we said, respect, courteous, and kindness. You have to win people, to have good relationship with them. You have to apply these rules. You have to respect them, and have a one-on-one conversation. Forget about your mobile. Sometimes we see our kids in restaurants. They're sitting together, 3, 4, and everybody is on their mobile. Sometimes we sit in duaniyas, and instead of talking and telling story and discussing life, we are showing each other, certain reels and certain stuff. We're not talking. We're showing each other. So it is a beautiful tool, but it is a tool. And we are the master. We should master it, and we should decide when to use it and when to use it. You are driving the car. When you get an alert, you shouldn't answer it. You're not obliged to answer any phone call when you're driving, because it's your life. You want to reach home to your loved ones safe. Leave the phone when you reach home. There is a missed call. There is a message. They want you urgently. What can you do in the car? You're going home. So don't overdo it, and don't be a slave to your mobile. Be the master for your mobile, and you dictate how you use it. And that's, you use it adequately and respecting people, and even sometimes, with friends and stuff, you test the ground, especially with relationship. Some people, they don't like to call them. They like text,
exactly.
So you text them.
As they say sometimes, as they say, calling is needy and texting is the force of the 21st century, which leads us to ask you about the social media effect. We got the smartphones, we got its applications, including the social media applications. So how has social media contributed to the misuse of smartphones? Is it increasing because of social media or decreasing?
Screen time. In some phones there is a screen time, and you can check the average of screen time that you are using your mobile, and what are you using, what kind of social media, what sort of post you are watching. Now, if you are studying something and you are following certain, let's say, personality that you are learning from, it's fine in terms of health, in terms of sport, in terms of, certain hobbies, certain educational programs from certain, skillful person. It's good because you're feeding yourself. But if you are doing it for the sake of doing it, just to check on people and to see what's going on, and
it's unhealthy.
And then you compare yourself with, this guy went to this country, I didn't go, and this is not healthy. Or some people, they say, I saw him, he gave like to this friend, but he didn't give me like. Why he didn't give me like? Maybe he hates me.
Last seen online.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the two blue corrects.
Exactly. Like, I send you a WhatsApp message. I shouldn't expect that you reply immediately.
Definitely.
And even
it's not a bot.
if you get the yes, exactly. Yeah. It's not a chatbot. You get the blue, and you say, he saw it. Or some people, they go to information and they check if they played it, if they've seen it, and why didn't they reply? It's not, they reply on their own time. It's not like because you send it in that time, because it's your time, you want it. The people, they have their own life. Some people are reading books, some people are sitting with their children, some people are, praying, some people are, journaling. So, you cannot demand immediate action.
Exactly.
From others.
We're really thankful to you, Mr. Hamza, for this enlightenment when it comes to the social media and also mobile etiquette and the usage of mobile etiquette during the social media age. We're really thankful to you, and we wish you the best of luck in future endeavors, and enjoy your evening, sir.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
The viewers, we just had with us Mr. Hamza Taqi, Master Performance Consultant. Let's go now and share with you our third report of the evening. It's about Amazon rainforest. Let's have a look at it. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.